Okay, today marks a special day for your pension statement. It is one of the few days in the year when your pension statement may actually be showing you a true picture of your pension. A lot of the rest of the time it isn't. So why is that? It's because the government have finally got around to confirming that inflation for the year since last April will, as always, be based on last September's figure. Up until this point, your statement could only use inflation up to April of last year. So we're now in February, we're now in March, we're almost a year out of date. So last week, the Method B calculation on your statement could only use inflation up to the 11th of April 2022. You can see that on the bottom of your statement. For this example, their Method B calculation for the final average salary was just over £39,000. This week, a few days later, they can now include the up-to-date inflation figure because the government have confirmed it's going to be used. And you can see that's been revalued to the end of February. And it gives you a much higher average calculation. Nearly 43,000. Misleading, yes. But have you noticed a much more significant problem that this could be causing and something that could be losing you money? It is this. The dates used for the Method B last week are not the same anymore. Up until last week, it was telling that your Method B was using your most recent 3 years, whereas the truth is that your best years actually come from much further back. And this is the problem. You can only go back 10 years. And if you look at the Method B now, with inflation added, you can see we're at the limit of those 10 years right now for this teacher. They are going to be losing value as their best salaries drop off month by month by month. They're going to drop off this calculation. This one goes from the 1st of March 2013. Well, March can no longer be used because we're in March 2023. And that means we've got to use this March and not the March from 10 years ago. So they're going to be losing value. So what do you need to do? Well, firstly, get your statement from the TPS website now that it's up to date, and check that your Method B is being used. If it is being used, check the dates that are being used. You're going to get an accurate picture today of what those dates are going to be. If they are at that maximum of 10 years ago, then I suggest you go and have a look at the video I've got called The Pay Plateau and see what you can do about it to stop it falling any further. And then in future, always check what the dates are that your statement has been revalued to, because if that means that you're going to be starting using your most recent 3 years, it could well be the case that when you add on inflation to those past years, it could be overtaken, and you just need to be careful with that. Thank you.